If you want to make it big on Amazon, advertising and PPC is one of the most fundamental parts of succeeding as a seller on Amazon. You can't just stick a product on Amazon and expect it to sell thousands of units without even lifting a finger. Whether you're new to selling on Amazon or you've just started selling, you'll know that tracking various data points in your advertising dashboard is a vital part of your Amazon journey. Amazon provides us key metrics that help measure the performance of each campaign you're running. But let's be honest, it can be incredibly confusing and overwhelming, especially when it comes to understanding the different terminologies used for tracking these metrics. I actually remember back when I started in 2016, and like many of you, I began watching countless videos trying to wrap my head around how everything worked. I'd always come across complex terms like ACOS, CPC, CVR, CTR, and I'd sit there scratching my head thinking, what on earth are these? What do they mean? And how do they even work? And so ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to take each of those fancy terms and explain them in plain English so that you can level up your understanding and have a more productive time advertising your products on Amazon. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Adam Zulqarneyn. I'm an 8-figure Amazon seller and I'm the founder of ScaleItWithAds.com. Now, I've run multiple successful businesses on Amazon. I started with Amazon Wholesale at the age of 18, scaled that to multiple 7 figures. Then I represented a number of brands exclusively on Amazon. And at the age of 21, I launched my first private label product, quickly growing that to 8 figures. And so the rest is history. So firstly, I'm going to start it simple with the term PPC. PPC stands for pay-per-click, and that's how the majority of advertising works on Amazon. You pay every time a customer clicks on your product. Amazon PPC is the platform we use on Amazon to advertise our products and place them in front of millions of potential buyers. PPC works as an auction system where the seller bids on the search terms in order to win the ad proposition on the search results page. Now, generally the amount you're willing to pay on your bid plays a crucial role in Amazon determining the visibility and presence of your ad. How much you pay for your click on average is called cost per click, or in shorter terms, CPC. So essentially, the higher you're willing to pay for the click, the greater the chance you have of your ad being seen by potential customers. Which brings me on to my next term, impressions. Impressions refers to the number of times your ad is displayed or shown to users on Amazon. In other words, it represents how many times your ad is viewed by potential customers. Remember, that's how many times your ad was viewed, not clicked on. When a user searches for a relevant keyword or is browsing on a relevant product category, Amazon may display your ad alongside other search results or product listings. Each time your ad appears on the screen, it counts as one impression. Impressions are important because they indicate the reach and visibility of your ad campaign. A higher number of impressions means that your ad is being shown to a larger audience, which means you have a higher potential in increasing your brand awareness and exposure. If you're getting a lower number of impressions, then you may want to consider increasing your bids just so that your ad shows up more. In Amazon PPC, it's important to note that impressions alone do not guarantee clicks. You pay for clicks, not impressions. And so that brings me on to the next term, clicks. Clicks refer to the number of times users have clicked on your ad. It represents the actual engagement and interactions with your advertisement. When a user sees your ad on Amazon's platform and finds it compelling or relevant, they may click on the ad to learn more about your product or to make a purchase. Each time a user clicks on your ad, it's counted as a click. Clicks are a vital metric in assessing the performance of your ad campaign, as they indicate the level of interest and engagement your ad is generating. By tracking the number of clicks your campaigns receive, you can measure the effectiveness of your ad in driving traffic to your product detail page. When a customer clicks on the ad and proceeds to the product detail page, this action is referred to as a click-through. The click-through rate, otherwise known as CTR, is the metric that measures the percentage of ad impressions that result in click-throughs. The click-through rate is calculated by dividing the number of clicks an ad receives by the number of impressions it generates and then multiplying by 100. For example, if you get 20 clicks for 200 impressions, you get a 5% click-through rate. That means 5% of people who saw your ad clicked through to your product. CTR is a crucial performance indicator in assessing the effectiveness of an ad campaign. A higher CTR indicates that a higher percentage of viewers are engaging with your ad and clicking through to your product page. On the other hand, a lower click-through rate may mean that your ad is not effectively engaging potential customers. So your ad or product may not be relevant to the keywords you're targeting in your campaign. When someone clicks on your ad and then makes a purchase, it's referred to as a conversion, which brings me on to my next term, conversion rate. The conversion rate in Amazon PPC advertising is the percentage of ad clicks that result in a purchase. So basically, how many orders you get in relation to the total clicks you receive. Now, this isn't shown in your advertising console, and it's not calculated by Amazon either, so you need to do it manually yourself. But this is one of the most valuable metrics that you can track and record that will help you figure out how your ads are performing. So the conversion rate is calculated by dividing the number of ad orders you receive by the number of ad clicks and then multiplying by 100. For example, if you have one order per 8 clicks, your conversion rate would be 12.5%. So that's one order divide 8 clicks times 100 equals 12.5%. PPC orders divide clicks times 100. The conversion rate is an absolutely critical metric for evaluating the effectiveness of your ad campaign in driving actual sales. And it's arguably one of the most important metrics to track for each of your products on Amazon. A higher conversion rate indicates that a larger percentage of ad clicks are leading to successful transactions, which would mean that your targeting campaigns are effective and your product is highly relevant to your audience. It's a good sign when you have a good conversion rate because it means you're basically spending less to acquire a customer, so your margins are higher. But on the flip side, a lower conversion rate would mean that people are clicking onto your product, but then they just don't go through and buy. So somewhere, something is going wrong. Maybe your reviews put the shopper off, or your price point makes it difficult for them to buy, or your listing is just not convincing enough. But this would mean it's taking a higher number of clicks to achieve a sale. So you're basically spending more to get that sale. One way to see how well your product is performing, which the general consensus would use, which is the easiest to make decisions based off, is the ACoS, or otherwise known as the advertising cost of sale. This is arguably the metric that all Amazon sellers would know to look at. It tells the percentage of your ad spend to the sales revenue generated from your advertising sales. In other words, it shows you what percentage of your sales revenue is being spent on your advertising. For example, if your ad spend is $250 and the sales you generated from that is $1,000, your ACoS percentage would be 25%. So here's your formula. The calculation would be total ad spend divide total PPC sales times 100. The ACoS metric serves as a powerful indicator to the effectiveness of your advertising campaign. A lower ACoS signifies a highly efficient campaign. You're achieving sales with minimal advertising costs. This then translates to greater profit margins and you're basically spending less on advertising to generate revenue. On the flip side, a higher ACoS indicates that you're spending a larger portion of your sales revenue on advertising. This suggests that your campaign may not be as efficient and you may need to optimize your product or the strategy you're using to reduce your costs and improve your profitability. So basically it's costing you more. Just a side note, this is dependent on your strategy you're running, how much you're willing to bid and spend, and your overall margins. So talking about margins, when it comes to evaluating the impact of your advertising on your overall sales and your profitability, calculating a metric called the TACoS can really provide valuable insights. The ACoS metric serves as a powerful indicator to the effectiveness of your advertising campaign. So the ACOS formula we just discussed was total ad spend divide total ad sales times 100. Tacos is total ad spend divide total overall sales times 100. So that's the advertised and organic sales combined times 100. So an example of this would be if your ad spend is $45,000 for the month and the total sales combining PPC and organic is $480,000, then your tacos percentage would be 9.37%. So that would mean the total cost of your advertising across all your sales is 9.37%. To sum up, basically it costed 9.37% to achieve 480k in sales. If your average margin is 25% on your products, that would mean after spending $45,000 in advertising, the margin you're left with is just over 15%. And that would simply be by working out your net profit margin by your tacos percentage. Now it's time for you to take action. Evaluate your advertising goals, research your audience, and then determine which strategies are best for you. And then track your data, because as the famous saying goes, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're doing over 25k a month in revenue and you're struggling with your PPC, or maybe you just need advice on how to scale your advertising on Amazon, then feel free to reach out to me and my team using the link in the comments below. We can jump into a call and go over the different challenges you're facing with your PPC. Look, it's a no pressure call. You don't need your checkbook or anything like that. We are simply here to help you and find the best solution for you. Guys, if you found the video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support and I look forward to sharing more valuable content with you in the next video.